By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Wild Bill. Watch the twist. Watch the
Bam. Check.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, seam 6. Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
2nd and 14. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Go.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist. Check 52. Down 300.
To throw is Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. On play action. Now Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
We are going. We need team.
Now Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Rodgers now on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now they'll run on the draw. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
Or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
He's coming. Greystone, travel.
On first down, Tomlinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Indianapolis.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Simpson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
First down, Colts.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He finds Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just a second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Don't be scared of it.
2nd and 11. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Let's go. 30 base.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, stand up.
Get that ball. Under 10. Under 10.
On first down, Tomlinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Orbit.
It's our time. It's our time.
Hey, check right. Watching your ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing is Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Ben Banagoo in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
2nd and 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw again on second down. Rodgers, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
59. Mike's 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Come on now, let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Rodgers. Hauling it in, Nelson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Get 300. Get 300.
On play action, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Chargers have just scored, so they've taken the lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Yes.
2nd and 3. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Let's go.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Alert.
Hey, wahoo. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Simpson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 29-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching. The NFL on EA Sports.
Down it. 319. Yeah, Liz.
The run. Hatchet.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
2nd and short. Is it a no-brainer to think I give it to my fullback and I pick it up?
You would think a no-brainer, but that time able to hit him for a loss.
Yeah, definitely was not a gimme, was it?
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go! 60 outlaw. Bravo.
Mike 52.
Hit it.
Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Here we go.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Onside.
He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
49, check 49, check 49. Switch.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Robinson with a big catch. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Box it.
Pop.
They toss to Freeman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Simpson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And again this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got him in, it's Brown. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
That's another Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
30 base. Look, squeeze. Hit it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.